Hello everyone and welcome to Quality RPGs. Today we are having part 2 of the Kingdom Come Deliverance II campaign, and without further ado, let's begin. I think we are rather... Oh, they do have alchemy bench.
Jenna isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Indeed. So based on the first episode, I think the game is quite catching. It's rather difficult to stop playing it, but let's see how Herb Woman Bocina will answer to us.
You did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Yeah. How do I recognize the herbs?
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
I think I can manage.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Okay, so I think we will first go to find the flowers or herbs. Yeah, there is the spade and there is the spade. But where is the... So, how do I get over there? I guess this is the way.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll
Yeah,
tell me
probably.
when it's gonna rain.
Indeed. Oh, there is Sena's meadow, okay. So we can gather sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Perhaps a couple of extra. Okay. And then we have this chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Yeah. And we'll deal with the body a bit later. So kind of a...
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Uh-oh.
I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Don't try my temper, crone. It wasn't a brutal neck that killed him. His head caved in and he bled like a stuck pig. Who killed him?
Okay.
Where's the one that done it? Start talking or we'll torch this hovel with you inside it, you old witch.
There's that piece of shit! You're done for!
That... I'll get you.
That didn't go too well.
You want to try me? Fuck this!
Shit! I can't handle this.
Well, I guess we will let them go. So, what's the matter with us? Injured torso, bleeding. Once again. So do we need to utilize those once again?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know what you heard, but when they turned up, they found that dead fella and recognized him
I
as
should
one
have
of
taken them
theirs.
down.
So, they must be with that brute who caught up with you here yesterday. Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
You deserve to know the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you. I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing
Okay.
hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. but at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Okay. I'll brew
Right,
it.
I'll try.
I don't know how.
I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Okay. Start alchemy.
Go to the recipe.
Okay.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have.
Chamomile.
Then get back to the bench, and we'll start.
Okay. So to the table. And
First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left.
so I think it was wine. Okay.
What
And
did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
so let's move the cauldron to the fire. Move down. Okay.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs through. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the pot using the bellows. Try fighting it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling.
Okay.
To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
So why should we move it?
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you pick.
Okay. And okay, select and confirm.
All right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Okay, so this is chamomile.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See?
Okay.
Sand has flowed out. That's
Cauldron over the fire.
how long you keep it on the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling.
So I guess it's
Turn the sand.
boiling.
As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Okay.
All right. Now take 1 handful of sage, grind it with
Sage.
a pedicle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Well, this is relatively complicated. Okay.
Ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
And there it goes.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a fire.
Decanting. So on the left file there. To distill, take the file and select the retort located below the cauldron.
Now, let's see what you brewed.
Hooray! And I guess we are done then.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Peckish. Yeah. So there was a shovel over here. Or spade. Let's pick up the corpse. Hunter's belt. Perhaps we should take actually everything we can. And then... So what was that? There were some instructions which I missed. Too bad. Let's carry the corpse to the stream then. Oh, there is a boar.
Ah, shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Dead bastard. Okay, so start digging. Let's bury him. Okay. So, I guess we are done. Now that's a good piggy. And let's wash. Yeah. Do we have we don't have any blood on our clothes anymore. So what's this? I guess that's a bit broken then, as well as this one, or something like that. And let's head to resting, or perhaps we should eat a bit first. I guess it's some sort of chicken soup. So let's see, sleep. The time is thus, I think we will sleep until... Oh, not then. I guess we will just start sleeping then.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
So that's the daughter, I guess.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that... night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing. And that's
Okay.
the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I guess my father.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thank you, I'll think about it.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Okay. So, yeah, let's get going.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
So, how do we...
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
To cut a long story short.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans. But with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
Mercenaries from Hungary.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
To cut a long story short.
Hans was badly wounded during a night raid on Talmberg Castle. And I had to carry him out of the battle on my back, so he wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Gracious! Raiding a castle? That must be pretty wild, eh?
Indeed it was. Arrows raining down, outnumbered by hordes of foes mercilessly charging at us from all sides. I'm truly indebted to Henry for getting me out of that fix.
But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
How did you beat the cutthroat?
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
Okay.
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the
Top
House of
cape
Light
on.
for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
saver snaps. Saves the game. Well, that's a rather nice way to save. So, how much? So we could. Oh,
Find the way.
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
Hopefully we'll never need to take up your
yeah. Could we eat it?
Sorry for coming late.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Of all places.
Peckish.
And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emma?
Ah, so let's.
Rick won't be happy.
Then you shouldn't sell so dear.
Okay, get up.
Twice as much as we do. So it's no wonder folks buy
And
from us. But I understand.
let's close the tutorial.
I'll
Can
come
we
straight
take
home,
an
so
apple?
you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again
Another
threatening you,
apple.
I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
Okay, and
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
we have to. What about? I saw Toth at the pond.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know it sounds
I know
strange.
how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Okay. Well, that's a kind lady over there. Oh, so that was prologue. Okay. So the names look like a bit that the setting of the game is their kind of a home country or something like that. So, are we ready to continue? Okay. So I guess that castle was besieged. Or was it? Right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Okay.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Wait! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa!
At least there is smoke rising, so shouldn't be abandoned.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Okay, that's rather final.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
And what's that? Ah, okay.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy riches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First we have to wash and change.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
I think we have to earn some coin then.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Yeah, you're right.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Let's go back and bury them.
Go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made up Bajena. The best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
And perhaps they might...
Ardentes fortuna juvat.
They might have something to loot.
Food.
But they won't be needing it anymore.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
If I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Okay.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Okay.
Him and his men were
Okay.
attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Okay. Catherine.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other
We
at the
saw
pond.
each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
You were attacked by bandits there.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
I distracted them for you.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl. But it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
It seems that this is just not Henry's day.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Ready for what?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
So, Skalitz?
Skalitz.
I guess.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard something about wedding.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is Samin?
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where is the wedding going to be?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okay, I guess.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
So I guess it should be me carrying the sacks instead of...
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think of something.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you
Do you
look
have
like?
any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
I think we both should work.
Your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So we learned something. And nobody needs to worry
We don't
here.
have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like you.
I just like the humor in this
in
game.
short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Okay.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Okay, so let's go and fetch the first sack. Where is it? Over here?
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
So where is the pantry? Apparently not quite here. Is it inside? Okay.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Should we go up here? No, I guess. So this is the tavern proper. And we should, yeah, put them over here on the planks, I guess. So... Greetings, okay.
Someone bumped him off. Didn't even rob him.
Yeah, I would appreciate if Hans would give us a hand. And since we are such a enthusiastic labor force, we will be running over here.
But the answer's obvious. Bring together. That way you'll keep an eye on the lad.
Great. It's a deal. Go ahead and tell Franz and Vasek, too.
So there is a rat over here, apparently. And now on the left. Hooray! I didn't get lost.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
They attacked themselves. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Thruski. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Okay. Another trouble. Calm down.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you, surviving a fight against bandits, even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh,
you
no.
want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. you'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance, and you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach
Oh,
you
come
a lesson.
on.
Oh, I'm so scared.
We better go.
No point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Okay.
Good. I'll hack your ass.
Okay. So there are several of them.
Nice hit. Don't spare him. Fucking die already.
Okay, that's one down.
What do you want?
Ready to die?
Wanker!
Now you'll die. Yeah, don't spare
That's
him.
two down.
You're out of luck.
Why did you do that?
Let's see what you're made of, you bastard.
Indeed.
Help me with him.
Ready to die? Hey, bastard.
Well, that was a bit brutal. So now what?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up. You'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pulled me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Okay, I guess that's enough.
This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Okay, so that was a rather rough night.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? Oh, so Otto.
Hey! Lord von Virgo!
And that swell of music came to nothing.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
All right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Crime and reputation. Okay, so we should be honest Christians. And yeah. So we have reputation.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Okay, fast travel is always nice. So... quest tipster, point of interest, I guess. Let's go to visit that place. So it's in the tavern.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Yeah.
What brings you here?
So the point of interest is somewhere around... Oh, there are several of them. So... How do I get a feeling I'm running in circles? Okay, here... And... we are not stealing. We are good, honest Christians here. So let's go to see that. Do we have anything? Yes, we do. Okay, good. Okay, so let's head to the quest dipper. Tavern nest. It's over here. Oh, what's the matter? Bara.
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Okay.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Glad to be of service.
Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
I suppose
Yes,
you're right.
Probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Tell me more about
Do
Tomcat.
you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman.
Oh.
But a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense. But compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Okay.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise, Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Okay.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Okay. And the board... Where is it? Here? We lost it. So is this once again a place we have already visited? Blue trespass. Oh, okay. We are leaving. There is that a Fletcher? Perhaps he might have some work for us. No, we don't want to drop him. We want to have a chat. Okay, not then. What about you?
What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
Trade?
Show me your wares.
Okay, so I guess this is what we have. Or rather what he has.
Why are you wasting my time?
No need to be rude. Hired hand. So what's this place? Is this some kind of a trader? Jurk Törmel.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and
perhaps we could find them.
tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Where did your wagon trip?
And where did the wagon tip?
Oh, tip.
On the roads near the Catchup Pond, beyond Jelly-Off. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
Okay.
Gott mit dir sein.
So, where is the chart? What's happened to Mutt? Tomcat. Okay. Quest tipster. Yeah, so that's where we want to go. And there is no marking on the okay, so I need to go to this direction apparently. And the quest would be somewhere in front of me, I guess. So I'm pretty much next to it. Housemaid. Okay, so it's moving forward. Is it that guy? Okay, I want to have a chat. I'd like to report an
I'd
ambush.
like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, He left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And
Yeah.
why not directly at the castle? He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
Fair enough. I'm looking for my friend.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
Okay. Oh, perhaps what's new?
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Indeed.
I and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it?
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Okay. And journal. Combat training mat. Wedding crashers. Yeah. Ah, okay. No help over there. Butcher, laundry. Alchemy bench. Find out what's happened to Matt. New quest. Okay. Yeah. So do we have something in Codex? Oh, okay. Events. The burning of skeletons. Locations. Yeah. Could we perhaps use the sharpening wheel? Provided I ever find it. Okay, here. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's at least something done. So, anything worthwhile? Oh, perhaps we could deal with some of these pigs. And don't you dare go fleeing. Where is it? Still running. So how many hits more? Ah! And now I'm running into some high-level bandit while chasing after the pig. And there it goes again. I won't finish this episode until I have beaten the pig. Is it somewhere around here? Amidst the... Come on! I mean, this character just cannot be so bad as not to be able to deal with a single pig. Or boar. Or whatever it is. Okay. Apparently, he is. But right now, we would need to have some money. Can we pick some flowers to sell? And so it has come to this. A glorious fighter is picking flowers for his survival. So that's a lot of rotten apples over here. Perhaps we should disarm the sword. Well, good honest Christian wouldn't steal an apple. Could we find something of interest from the forest? We have discovered a nest. So I guess that's at the very least something. Where is the nest? In the tree. Can we climb? Apparently not. And this is the apple place. And what's in here? A scythe? I guess we just have to get back to the village and try to find someone to give us some work. Or otherwise we are not going anywhere. Let's see if we can find the mill, or rather the inn. There is some sign over there.
Swindler! Gather round! Come and see! This fella bought 3 pigs from his neighbor, insisting he would pay on St. Gallus' day.
I'm telling you, if he runs up any more debts, I don't know what I'll do. This was the 3rd time.
Go and see the priest and ask him to talk to him.
Oh, please. The priest gambles with them.
Okay.
What? You bet he does. His housekeeper told me he's got a brooch at home I lost a month ago. How did it end up there?
God be with you.
Take
Take care.
Take care
But
of
then I
yourself.
heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard.
Okay, where is the owner? Okay, no one in here.
It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning? Poor thing.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him, and next thing you know, he's being buried.
I'd better go. Farewell.
See you later. I wish you well.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
God be with you.
If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Jelioff.
God be with you, neighbor.
Okay.
Same to you.
Good day.
So we have what? Rob.
Have you seen Bailiff Thrush?
I have.
Town crier. Hired hand. Okay. Indulgence chest. Scribe. Could we? Okay. So we can mark a location. That's nice. So let's see if Scribe has something for us to do. Is he over here?
What do you need? Hurry up. I don't have all day.
Okay.
Show me your wares.
Can we sell? Okay. Okay.
Why are you wasting my time?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, anything... There is the trader. Alchemy bench. Fresh graves. Okay. We are going to go there. Let's see if we can get something interesting happening instead of just running here and there. And I just hope that some of those horses are not kicking us. So, we have found fresh graves. We could drop the grave, but I'm not sure if that's something a good honest Christian would do. Is there something of interest over here? Yeah. So, actually, I think this is everything for today. I need to really figure out what to do here. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. Quality RPGs out.